This is madness. So it's just after 4 in the morning. The sun's not even up. I'm having breakfast. Already had a shower. A cup of tea to get me going. Ahead of me, within the next 24 hours, lies 1,000 miles of Britain's southern roads. So it's the south of Britain in June, a nice warm Saturday. It's probably going to be holiday traffic, comprising people who would normally be in the Mediterranean sunning themselves. I must be mad.
Okay, here we are at Squires with all the other mad guys. Here's all the marshals. Let's see who else is crazy enough to do this.
Don't forget the volunteers that get some stupid o'clock.
So here we are at the stop. We're actually leaving at 10 past 5 rather than 20 past 5. Bit of a mess start. One lot have already gone. What can I say? The air is full of petrol fumes. Gears are engaged. We are rolling. And we are off. Nice steady start to go. Sorry, nice steady start to begin with. I plan to do a load of logs on the way, but in actual fact, that's not really possible. So I shot some footage, and let's cut it in here. And I'll tell you about the ride. Then it was follow the other bikes down the motorway. I think it might have been the M62, but I can't be sure because I was doing the southern clockwise route. Other bikers were doing a northern route, but I followed a few bikes. And it's a little bit disheartening to see some of your fellow bikers take a different route to you. You kind of question yourself. am I actually going the right way? Which, luckily I was. So I was on the right route, and my first stop was to meet Paul up. Paul was going to do not the whole route with me, he thought that'd be too much, but he decided he wanted to do a lap of Wales. So I met him just past Queensferry. After meeting Paul, it was a quick blast down the motorway. I think they call it the North Wales Expressway to Bangor for the first fuel stop. Second fuel stop was going to be Haverfordwest. Haverfordwest was due south of Bangor, hugging the coast road of Wales, and it just so happens that a fair bit of that took us inland, so that there was some really nice roads, especially the road up to Lyfinistiddiog Railway. Super twisty roads. So pleased I wasn't doing those on the clockwise route when it was dark, because I had the advantage of the beautiful scenery. Couple of the roads I was kind of familiar with, not like I knew them like the back of my hand, but some of them I had ridden before. But like I said, I would not want to ride those roads if I was a little bit tired or in the dark.
So just over a quarter of the way through, down on the Welsh coast, stopped somewhere so that comfort break. Paul was just having a comfort break, went to the loo, had a drink, moving on down. About 15 hours to go, all looking good.
So got down to Haverfordwest, second fuel stop, second set of receipts, quick snack to eat, and then head off to Exeter. Exeter, quite a long ride. On the way there I lost Paul as he turned off at Swansea. Traffic was okay on the motorway, but a really dull ride. And it's up and over the bridge linking Wales to the UK, and then turn back to go to Exeter in Devon. First real hold up of the day was a whole lot of filtering just as I turned off the M4. And then it was a blast down to Exeter. By the time I got to Exeter, the temperature was about 27 degrees.
Right, so we got to Exeter services, so it's just over halfway, probably a little bit less time wise. I think the next half is going to be quicker. As you can see, it's scorching now, about 24 degrees. I'm here, I've got Innes with me, he's doing the same route. Say hello. Hello there. We keep bumping into each other at petrol stations.
So it was strip off some layers, open all the vents, head back to Brighton. Brighton was the next fuel stop. Little bit of a sat-nav mishap on the Brighton leg. Started to take me down a road, said there was a diversion because it had picked up a traffic alert. However, it was going to take me quite a long way round. So I started looking for an alternative, and one of my other apps said there wasn't a traffic issue. So I doubled back on myself and hit the A35. traffic was pretty heavy on the A35, lots of holiday traffic. But got to Brighton around about 1800 hours, something like that. Filled up, met up with Innes again. Innes and I decided to ride together to the next fuel stop at Lowestoft. So it was up the M23 and it was our second hold up of the day. Car fire meant there was a roadblock and then a rolling roadblock on the M23. Quite fortunate in that I could filter to the front, and as the highways department opened the road up, had a clear run up the M23 to the M25. Couldn't have been better. M25 traffic was light. Went through the Dartford tunnel, again no hold-ups, nothing to pay. Good run. Out on the A12, heading east or northeast up towards Lowestoft. Light traffic. A14 got a little bit lost in Lowestoft. Sat-nav took me through the town when it would have been better to have actually gone round the bypass, but who knew? ended up at the closed petrol station, so only a quick drink from what I was carrying, quick snack again, and then Innes and I headed down what were familiar roads for me: Great Yarmouth, Norwich, Dereham, my old hometown, Swaffham, Kings Lynn, A17, across the fens. Good choice to be riding these roads at the end of the ride. So this was late evening, well, very late evening. It was sort of like 11, 12 o'clock. It's a good idea to be on these roads. They're straight. The straights are just broken up by the odd roundabout, which is well signposted, so no bends to catch you unawares. Right up to the A1. Then up the A1, checking the fuel consumption. I was aware I could have made it all the way, as long as I was very judicious with the throttle. I would have probably got to the end point with 10 miles range left, but as luck would have it, there was a fuel stop, so I could have a quick splash and go, which meant no range anxiety and use the motorways as they're intended. So, arrived at Squires 21 hours and a few minutes after I left. Pretty sore in the shoulders and the back, a little bit sore in the arse, but still feeling pretty good, to tell you the truth. The organisation was good. The guys there take the bike from you, steady you, so you can get off, and then do a bit of paperwork, get a cup of tea, pat everybody who's there on the back, and then head back to the hotel. Back to the hotel, into a comfy bed. And that was how I spent my Saturday. Would I recommend it? I think I would. It's a challenge. It's an achievement. My God, it's tiring though. But on the right bike, yeah, worth doing. See you again next year. Maybe.